Hi, good day everyone. So, today I am going to show you what the QGIS interface looks like. So, this is a module from GSA for Mindanao program funded by the PSHERD DOST. So, this is entitled Familiarization to QGIS. This will serve as our guide in going through the QGIS interface. So here are the authors and contributors. So this one is from MSU Iligan Institute of Technology because IIT, MSU IIT was one of the SUCs under the GeoSafer Mindanao program. This exercise aims to capacitate the participants regarding the installation and familiarization of the open source software Quantum GIS or QGIS. So we have two parts for this exercise. First is the installation and second is the introduction to GIS. So we're gonna skip with the first part because I believe that it is simply just installing a software just like any other software. So we're gonna proceed to the QGIS. Um, my version for QGIS is 3.24.1. So this is 2.18. Parang this is a lower version pa. But it will still work bisag unsa na version. Difference lang niya between versions are there are features available in the higher version that cannot be found in the lower version. Okay, so yeah, so these are the data sets to be used for this exercise. So I have also prepared some data sets here that we are going to use. And these are the shape files, the PSA boundary of a city, municipal barangay boundary, buildings, road networks, the flood hazard maps available, and the municipal bridges, also the raster SAR data set covering the city boundary. When you say SAR, this means synthetic aperture radar na DEM or digital elevation model. So as I said earlier, we're going to skip the part 1 and the module, this module will be uploaded. So if you are having a hard time installing the software, you can go back step by step through this module. So let's proceed directly to part 2. So this is how you open the QGIS software. Just gonna double click it, and then there will be a tips prompt that will appear in the interface. So you just click OK or next, and then so this is the parts of the QGIS graphical user interface. So we have like 7 major parts. We have the number 1 is the title bar, in which you can read QGIS 2.18.3, and then the menu bar. Number 3 is this one, enclosed in a light blue polygon, are the tools. So this is where you can access the tools whenever you want to process something or do something with your data, then this is the place to go. Okay. Number 4 is the manage layer tools. Actually, this is the layer tools. You can access some of the shortcuts are here or for easier na access sa imong mga layers from your layer panel, no? And then number 5 is the browser panel, this one, or the panels. So you can just access data from here, going to your drives, and then drag it so that it will show in the main map interface sa QGIS. Number 6 is the mainframe. This is what we call the mainframe. The enclosed in the black na polygon. So number 7 is the status bar. So the status bar contains information regarding the coordinates, the scale. So if you are going to zoom in, zoom out the data on your mainframe, so this will change. And if you are going to hover your mouse into something or some elements within the mainframe, it will also give you a coordinate kung asa na siya. Okay? Again, because we are dealing with spatial data, meaning nag-involve siya of space. So therefore, naa siya coordinates. So we also have the rotation here and the coordinate system. Okay? So, yeah. So, let's check with, once you open your QGIS, this is how it looks like. Okay. So the title bar, this is still untitled because I have not saved this project yet. When you say project, it refers to a working project that you, it refers to the working project to your working project in QGIS. Okay, so it's still untitled, and here we have the menu bar, the project, edit view layer, this one, and then this is the toolbar where you can see all your tools. Okay, the manage layers. Browser is missing, but we can just switch this tool. Siguro this is one of the features that come with the higher version. Nakatab na ang iyang layers and browser. Or maybe you can just rearrange it para ma-show siya ang duha. So the next step here is, okay, so once we have we opened a new QGIS project and take your time to explore the interface. Now let's save it. So here, save your project by clicking the save icon located below the menu bar and name your project as your family name underscore 3.8.1, or you can just name it with, as long as you can identify it the next time that you are required to open it. So in the designated output folder directory. So we're gonna save this project, and okay. So this is activity 1, and it's here. So here on the upper left, the title bar is now named with my file name that I used when saving this project. So SMA underscore 1. Okay, so we have the vector layer and the raster layer. When you say vector layer, you can load mga data that is in vector, classified as a vector layer. So through this one. So we have vector data sets natay normally shapefile ato ginagamit. So we are after the SRES shapefiles. So data sets. So here are the data sets. So kani siya ng mga data sets that I have. This one I've shown you a while ago. So mo ni siya ng mga data sets. So make sure that for easier, because for easier access, we have to set this as S3 shapefiles. So if not, pag naka-all files siya ang default, there are, I think, 7 extension per file. So we have the DBF, the projection, SBN, SBX, na PXML. So in every file or every data set, so you have to unless kung kabalo ka sa ang shapefile like this one, of course, this is the shapefile as indicated in the type, but I suggest to ano na lang, the S3 shapefiles. Ano na lang ninyo, iset niyo siya as S3 shapefiles. So we have the first data that we are going to load is the barangay, this one, and then ang 100 year, mga maps. Okay, so this is, sige, let's just load this all at once. Close. So, okay. So in the layers panel, no, so I'm switching from the browser to layer panel. So in the layer panel, you can see all the data sets that I have just loaded. So control A ra to nako tanan, or shift and then select all to nako siya tanan ang naka-shape file, and then I added it all at once in the mainframe. So here it is. As long as it is checked, you can see it in the mainframe. So in our module, familiarize this one, the zoom in, zoom out, zoom full, no. What else? Layer panel. So here's how you change the color coding on page 10. And then here's how you load the raster. I have not yet load the raster file. The raster file are files na ay XYZ. Okay, so na siya elevation. And I think this is the last part sa module, so let's freely explore the QGIS. So you zoom in with your mouse wheel going forward. Okay? So i-familiarize lang, and zoom out is going backward sa imong mouse wheel. Okay? So when you want to pan or parang drag, so i-hold lang nimo ang right part sa imong mouse, and then sabay move. Okay, so ano siya. What we are seeing right now is I think this is the provinces. This is in color orange, no, or so siya na color. So I'm gonna turn off all the other layers to check if, yeah, so here you go. This is the provinces. See? So as long as it is checked, you can see the data on the mainframe. So now, what about this one? So when you right click every data set, you will have an attribute table in which it contains all the information that you can see on the map. So not just the shape or the boundary of the provinces, but even ang mga names nila. So here sa attribute table, no, Agusan del Norte. So we want to show, i-highlight niya pag gusto nato. See? So pag highlight na ko sa Agusan del Norte, nag-highlight po siya. Okay, so ako itanggalon ang highlight niya, and then I'll just click the row sa Agusan del Norte. So see, naa siya diri si Agusan del Norte. So how about Agusan del Sur? There. So, nga na siya. E na siya corresponding na mga information. Depende kung unsa po'y available ang ano na information. Such as this one. Philippines, the ID, so not much information for this data set. So I'm gonna remove the selection. No? So familiarize the mga tools that you need. And then, of course, I can change color if I want to. And pwede blue, i-outline lang na ako. So, here we go. Diba, we have, on our previous topic, nag-discuss ta kung unsay mga dapat na mga kuan niya. Pero, feel free to explore. As long as dili siya complicated o confusing tanawon. So, here, from the symbology, i-change lang na ko ang iyang nawong. Okay. I think we will be exploring more on this one on the next module. So, for now, let's just familiarize the part sa QGIS. So, name 1, is it name 1? Okay, so here. Name 1 because in the attribute table, ang pangalan name 1, this one. So, ang name 1 column contains the names sa mga provinces. Okay? So, this is what I am after and this is what I want to show ang label sa mga polygons, no, on each province. So, it's under the name 1 from the attribute table. So, i-show lang na ako siya. And, of course, you can change the font, the here. So, oops. Surigao del Sur. So, that one. So, we're focused here. And we're always zooming in Mindanao because this is our area of interest in Agusan del Norte or what, basta within Mindanao. So, that's for the provinces. So, for the roads, here, naka-pink ang roads. And we're gonna zoom that in. So, this is Bayugan. No, and this is how the roads look like in Agusan del Sur. Now, roads are freely accessed and can be downloaded through the OSM or OpenStreetMap. So you can just, you search that one and then you download the data, then that's it. But be careful. Kay sometimes, dilipod, if you want a very detailed information about that place, sa mga road niya, or you're using that one for your thesis or mga research study, then you have to validate it kay ang uban or outdated or wala pa siya na update. Okay? So, yeah. So, we want the road to not look pink. Let's paint the road pink. So ato na siya i-change. So, pwede ka... I have shown you, right? Kani siya ng mga symbols. See, it's readily available in QGIS. So, if you want the topo road or the dash red, pwede gihapon siya. So, let's try this one. So, this is how the roads look like. So, let's check unsay na mga information under sa roads underscore Bayugan. Wala. So, not much. Some kasi, if you are the one, or if someone is digitizing the road, na siya mga information, like, is it the main highway, ang each segment niya. So, kana siya, main highway ba na, barangay road ba na. So, I was expecting that information. Pero, unfortunately for this data set, for this data, wala siya other attribute, wala siya other information. Okay. So, when you say 315, the number 315 here varies on the features being, the total features being delineated, no? This is in total 315 siya in total. And each feature is equivalent to each row, represented by each row. So, mo na siya. Mo ni ang feature number 1. Kaya naka-yellow. Ang feature number 2 is kani siya. So, na siya mga hantod sa pinakagamay. Okay? So, in-ana na siya. And then, so I just deselected the selected features. So that's for the roads. Let's try the Muni. Muni is in short, municipality or cities. Now, if you are going to look at the provinces, these are bigger na mga polygons, no? But when we are going to load the Muni, gagmay na siya. Okay? This is divided pa into gagmay pagyud na mga cities and municipalities per provinces. So, pwede dili siya dark pink or something na pwede siya hollow lang gihapon, or you can retain that color if you want. So, say for example, okay. So, ang name 0 is the Philippines, name 1 is the province, so probably name 2 ang. So, let's try this one. There. So, okay. So, in Agusan del Sur na province, can you see Agusan del Sur na name? No? And you will know Agusan del Sur because mas heavy ang boundary niya. In black, ang outline sa polygon. This is Agusan del Sur. Sige, ako na lang bigger ang label para na i-emphasize na bigger ang province. Okay, so bigger na ang Agusan del Sur ng label, and then we have here the Esperanza, Bayugan, Prosperidad. Let's turn off the Bayugan na roads. Okay. So, turn off na nato, and you will see the municipality and cities all around the Philippines. So, this data is from PSA, no, or from the Philippine Statistics Authority. So, of course, it is expected that there are mga discrepancies sa mga boundaries, no? Dili ni siya exact. These are just estimated. Dili ni siya exact nga kanamo gini ang boundary. So, nani siya mga information or what ingana. And then the Muni, so this is the Muni. We also have the buildings Bayugan. So, when you see buildings, these are building footprints, no? So, the buildings. So, may nice na colors sa buildings. Red. Here, there you go. So, these are building footprints. Each polygon is one feature. So, let's see if na siya accompanied na data. Okay, wala. So, sometimes, dani siya mga building name, if ang iya lang classification, like if it's a commercial building, residential, ina na lang. Okay, and then, yeah, so each building features here that you can see na siya, isa na siya ka-feature ang equivalent niya. So, if you're wondering how many are the building features delineated, so, you will know it from here. 15,344. So, mo na siya tanan ang 15,344. So, see, natin diri, from the building name, we have here the Verdut Chapel or the Victory Commercial, what's this? Commercial, Villa Amor. So, let's try to zoom in, asa na siya? So, kani siya nga function. I click this one, zoom map to the selected rows. And then, the highlighted feature here, building feature here, is the Villa Amor Hotel. Okay, so how about sa Verdu Elementary School? So, zoom in, this one. So, this is the elementary school. So, I bet nga Verdu Elementary School po niyang katapad na kuan, na building. Okay, there are multiple. So, obviously, along the road niya siya. Yes. So, if ato siya i-overlay ang road feature, then makita na to na along the road lang pod ang Verdu Elementary School. So, ingana siya. And you will notice na almost matabunan na sa road feature ang buildings, no? That's because naa sa taas ang atong road layer from our layer panel. So, this is kanang mag-matter siya. This matters ang ilang mga arrangement. You see? So, dapat kung unsa ang gusto nimo makita una nga dili matabunan, then you put it on the top. And ang least na mga kuan nimo will be on the bottom or lower na layer level. So, this one, gipataas na ko si buildings kaysa kay roads. So, this is how it looks like if si road ang mag-una. And this is how it looks like if si building ang mag-una. So, it matters. Okay? Especially if you are overlaying multiple data sets. So, this one. This is the rotunda and different the mga building features around it. Or is it a rotunda? I don't know. So, yeah. And also, you will notice ang mga bridges and here. So, ang bridges, okay. So, you will notice some bridges in purple color by default. And we're gonna change that one into what color? See, black. Let's go for black. So here are the bridges, or pwede yellow na lang. Or you can choose any other color that you want. Select lang nimo sila. So here, now, I'm going to turn off first the buildings so that we can see the bridges. Manana siya dira ang mga bridges. Right? Okay. The bridges. And then we're gonna add the buildings. And diba we have provinces, then we have municipalities and cities. Last is the barangay. So, where is this barangay ba? Natabunan siya, no? Kaya na siya sa ubo. So, let's put this on the top. Here. So, still our area is Bayugan City. And this is the delineated barangay for Bayugan City. And if we are interested on about what those polygons represent, then we can, of course, check the naming. If name 1 is provinces, name 2 is municipality, so name 3 is barangays. There you go. Dili man gid necessary nga mag-color coding ka sa text, no? But kanilang, because I'm showing you kung unsa ang mga naadere nga mga label. So, San Juan, Mount Ararat, mao ba? Na ba yung mga mount ang Bayugan? So, okay. Buhay, blah, blah, blah. So, and other barangays within Bayugan City. So, yeah. So, sample lang ni siya na data set so that for the purpose of exploring QGIS. Okay? So, now, I'll turn off the barangay, the layer ng barangay by unchecking it. Also the municipality. So what you can see now clearly kay ang provinces. So we have different hazards nga mga flood maps. So we have 5, 25, and 100 here. So this is ano pala, exclusive. This is for just for Bayugan na flood map. Okay, so I think naka-clip ni siya, meaning intended siya for Bayugan only nga boundary. So we're gonna change that one. Since ang hazard, when you say hazard, let's open the attribute table ha. When you say hazard, this is divided into grid codes. So grid codes are into 3, 1, 2, 3, meaning ang 1 ang low, 2 is medium, and 3 is high. But not all flood hazard is like that. It's just that I'm familiar and I know nga this hazard is naka-grid coded siya. So that's why kabalo ko nga low, medium, high siya. And besides, here na siya hazard nga high, 3. So 1 low. Na iyang hazard diri sa na column. So we're gonna show the flood hazard map by its kanang color in low, medium, high. But all you can see here, let's turn off first the buildings so that we can see clearly, and also the roads, also the bridges. So kanina lang siya. So ang inyo lang makita actually kay mo ing ani no, because this is in one color, in one single symbology. But if we are trying to show this one in a way that it will show the low, medium, high, so we can do that, of course. Pwede na to siya categorized here under the symbols. So it's single symbol, meaning one chosen, your one preferred symbol or color or what to represent everything, every feature of that certain layer data set. So when you say categorized, then it means that ang value niya, ibutang to si hazard ato gustong ma-categorize na value, and then pwede na to siya for the symbol, wait lang, i-classify sa nato siya. So tanggalan natin siya si all other. Sometimes si low is yellow, no? Ato lang ni tanggalon ang ilang outline ha. Kay as you can see, nani siya black nga outline. So para dili kayo siya heavy siya tanaw if na siya outline. So sometimes low is yellow, sometimes yellow is low, and medium is orange, and high is red. So parang ingana ang mas easier tanawon na colors. Okay? So this is medium, no? So we're gonna choose orange, maybe this orange, and then let's turn off the white. How do we turn this off ba? Pwede ka mag-white na lang na color or no pen na lang nimo siya. I hope I'm correct. And high is red. So we're gonna choose some red. Red, this one, super red, like fire. Right? So again, let's turn off ang iyang outline. Kaya naman na siya outline na black. Okay? So this is low, medium, high na. Masaka ba na ko siya? So, okay. Alright, so here is what it looks like when we are categorizing the hazard into low, medium, high. So, ingana na siya. So, meaning, this part here is naka-red siya, and this part here are mga low hazard na flood sa Bayugan. So let's try to overlay the buildings. Buildings are in red, remember? Pwede naman po, kaya mo naman siya maroon diri tanawon. But let's also turn on the roads there. So, sometimes lang, confusing ang red, ang maroon na buildings because naatay high na color already. So, we can actually change that one into something else. So, maybe like blue. Nga wala pa dara. No? Pwede. There. Okay. Alright. So, if papilion ko, I would choose the maroon gihapon na color rather than the blue one. But for the sake of representation and showing you around, then I think this will do. So yeah, you can do the same with the 25-year and the 100-year. And in our next discussion about flood hazard maps, we will know the difference between 5, 25, and 100-year. Not only that, there are actually pa other rainfall return period or RRPs for flood hazard maps. You have the 2, 5, 15. We also have the 10, 25, 50, 75, 100. So, napailain-lain. So for now, I hope you study and you find time to explore around QGIS because this would actually be a bit confusing and it will take lots of time while you, especially if nakay gusto buhato no and you cannot do it without really familiarizing ang QGIS interface. So go back to the modules that we will be providing and I'm sure that it will help you. And then do not just follow the modules but also explore the functions of the very basic na mga kinahanglanon. Like for example, the add vector. You cannot add data without this one. Also the add raster. Oh, the add raster. We haven't yet, ano pa pala the raster, no? What's up yung raster? The SAR. Okay. The SAR or the synthetic aperture radar, these are data sets na ay elevation, contains elevation. So, SAR, ano sabay, grid type ni siya. Grid type. So, let's see if I'm correct. Or pwede po geotiff there. Tip file. So, add. There. So, ingani gani siya default color because wala, pwede lang nani mo i-change and nani siya yung mga elevation each. Wala ni siya attribute table. Ang mga raster data don't contain attribute table but na siya corresponding na mga elevation siya. So, if you, for the symbology, you can actually na siya mga rendering, band rendering because this is color and pixel based na data set ang raster data. So, pwede single pen, pwede hill shade. This is the hill shade. Right? So, meaning hill shade, iyagi shade ang hills. Ang, if you've noticed this one, kani ridge na ni siya sa mountain. Kana, mga rivers na siguro na. Overlay na to ang flood map be, kung ba na to here. So you can see ang kaning mga red one or the rivers, meaning, of course, taas gid ang baha dira because dira man ga-drain ang mga tubig. No? So this is the hill shade. Pwede nimo siya i-color from the black one na katong gilod na to. When you change the color or the symbology, you can actually choose hill shade. And if not, change the color, play around. So, pwede na mo siya i-change. Then you can overlay some the features here if you want, the municipies, but no. This is the map. The flood hazard map, the flood map. And so, okay, so I hope you learned something and that would be the end of our the QGIS familiarization. That would be the end of the QGIS familiarization. So I hope you learned something, study, and use the modules provided so that you can explore more, because there is more with what I just showed you. So thank you very much, and stay tuned for the next topics that we will be discussing about still about the QGIS. Thank you.